Hello and welcome back. This is Microsoft Access Database Module 7. This is the review, and it's the review assignment that started on page 435. In previous videos, we began with steps 1, 2, and 3, and now we're starting to tackle step number 4. Step number 4 says we're going to create a query that displays the company and category fields from the TBL supplier table, and also the product name, price, and units from the TBL product table. Okay, really not a difficult thing, and they don't mention how I should do it. They don't prescribe anything, so of course I'm going to run to the wizard. I'm going to click on Create tab and go to Query Wizard, and it's a simple query wizard, and I choose OK. And my data source input starts with the supplier table. I want the category and I want the company name, and then I change before I move on to the product table, and I want the product name, price, and units, and I go to next. It's a detail output, so next key, and the name here. Okay, this will be called QRY supplier products, and we're going to modify the query design because the author has one more request. Okay, so there it is. He wants the sort order for the first 3 fields to be ascending. If we were to look at our output right now, all right, let's save it, and there it is. That's what it looks like. Not exactly earth-shattering output, but they have a different thing in mind, as you'll see in step number 5. Okay, so that's step 4 all done, and we'll close it. Step number 5, we're going to create a custom report. What that means to you is you're starting from scratch, not using the wizard to begin with. And we're going to base our input on the QRY supplier products query that we started just a moment ago. Okay, and we're going to show a sample and complete the report. Distribute the fields horizontally to produce a visually balanced report. Okay, so here's what we do. We go to the Create tab, and in the Reports group, we're going to start with Report Design. There's nothing there. It's empty. Okay, it's empty. So the first thing we do is we need a data source. So I'm going to select, make sure you have the report selector, right? The report should be in there, and my data, and then my record source. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I said my record source, I wanted that drop-down list, and I wanted the QRY supplier products query that we made in step 4. Okay, and now we're going to change to the design tab, and we want the add extra data fields here. Okay, so by peeking ahead and looking at the output example in the figure 7-38, all right, you want to know that you want the category. Yeah, we want that. Double left click, and then we want the product name. Want that. Then we want the company. Want that. Then the price and the units. Okay, so those are the fields that we want on a report. So far, so good. But it's not exactly how we want them displayed, because that's not going to be horizontally balanced. Not only that, but we have to add a group. We're going to add a group, and our group is going to be based on the category. Does he specify anything this early or not? I forget. Not this early. But we can name it now. Okay, so name, right click and save, and we're going to call it RPT products available. RPT available. And choose OK. Okay, so we had the grouping field, and we're also going to use the company field as a sort field. So we have a group, and then I'm going to add a sort. We're going to add a sort as the company name. And that's the end of the grouping and sorting stuff for the moment. Right? In layout view, report tools, design groups, add categories group. Good. We're also going to hide duplicates for this company field. So select the company field and show the property sheet. And let's see. I think it's under Format tab of the property sheet for the company name. And somewhere near the bottom, it says hide duplicates is currently set to no. We're going to hide duplicates set to yes. All right, set hide duplicates to yes. Okay. Let's see. Keep the whole group together on one page. That is step D. All right, so the category. We need the More button here. And let's see, where is it? Say that. It says do not keep group together so far. We're going to change that feature, and we're going to keep the whole group together on one page. Okay, so that's steps A, B, C, and D. We're going to remove the borders from the field value boxes. Okay. I'm going to select all these boxes, and let's see, border style is going to become transparent. All right, that's step 5E. Then we're going to remove the alternate row color from the group header and detail lines. All right, so we have a header, category header. We're going to select that. The alternate back color is going to become the same as the back color. That's all you have to do. All right, and then the details section, same way. You go to the Format tab and you just delete anything extra beyond background 1 for the alternate back color. And that should keep things pretty simple. Now, if you have any footers or anything that have alternate colors, you're welcome to change those to the same. Okay, let's see, what else did we do? Add a page title called Products Available using an 18-point font and center it horizontally. All right, well, let's see, a page title. I'm going to use the label, and I'm going to draw a label here. And I'm going to type in Products Available. And then I'm going to make it a font size. Where's my font size here? There it is, font size. All right, I want to change that to 18 points. They want me to center it horizontally. Let's see, if it's 6 inches across, I have 2 inches of space on the right, and I currently have 2 inches of space on the left. If I can get it to stay there, I'm doing good. If I have to expand this by, say, to almost 8 inches, okay, I'm going to have to take my Products Available sign so that I have 3 inches on the left and 3 inches on the right. And that's about centered. Let's see, what else did you want me to do before I start really having fun? Doesn't say anything about the date. Fascinating. The date is actually one of the more fun things to apply here because it has the date on the upper left-hand corner. Let's see. Date and time. Select that. Okay, so the date and time, I'm going to include the date but not the time, and it's going to be in the day, month, year format, and I choose OK. Now the good news is it's on the report. The bad news is they put it in the report header field instead of the page header. So what I could do is I could take this field and I could cut it, Home tab. I could cut it from here, drop it in the page header, and paste it there. And it doesn't have to be quite that wide. It has to be a little more narrow. Okay, and then the rest of the features of the report header can be deleted and removed. And visibility is turned off so that it doesn't even share anything in the report. Okay, so I'm going to expand the page header now because at some point the author wants me to put the column headers for the columns in there, but he doesn't mention it. No, he doesn't say anything about it. He just leaves you to your own devices to get it there. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these labels, okay, and I'm going to copy the labels, and I'm going to put them into the report header, and there they go. Okay, so the units in case, all right, that's the one on the furthest to the right. I'm just going to grab that one and put it on the right. And the price one, I'm going to grab that one and put it almost to the right. And then the company one, I'm going to bring that one about here. And the product name, that one's going to come straight down. And the category one, I'm going to delete it because that one doesn't get. Then I'm going to take the category field, I'm going to copy that and put it in the category header. And it's really just a copy and paste feature of what I'm doing. So the things I need, if I have to grab both, I take both. And then I just delete what I don't want later. Okay, and I don't need that here anymore. The product name, that one's going directly underneath the category, and I'm going to expand that nice and wide. Company name, I'm going to line that up with the company label I put in earlier. And of course, this is a pretty good game of how to keep things nice and neat, right? And then I'll take the price field by itself and I put it near the price. Now I'm going to make the price fit so that the word price looks like everything is right justified. And then the units in case, that one by itself. Now each time I want to use a data control, notice I'm grabbing it by the gray square. And the rest of these, I don't need those. Okay, let's see. And I also need a large black line in the page header. So let's see. Where is my design tab? And my drop down list, and I need a line. Now in order to draw a straight line, don't forget the advice we had before. If you can still see it, it's crooked. Okay, and the width is going to be 3 points. Anything less than that and it'll be hard to see. Okay, now I'm going to make things line up in various manner. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to align that set of 4 to the top item. And I'm going to bring the dark line up a couple of dots. And I'm going to bring all of them together up even higher. And I'm going to grab the bottom. And really, this is all about aesthetics. right? I mean, if something doesn't work, let's see, what is the width? 7.4 inches. There we go. Okay. Gonna bring the page footer. We don't need a detail line that's quite that deep. I believe I've completed all the steps. It took me 15 minutes to do it. It'll probably, the first time I did it, it probably took me half an hour. Save your work. Let's look at the report view. Okay, so my report view is looking very close to what the author was looking for. I believe that the category header had more space in it at the top, and that the category field is bold. But other than that, I think I've matched this up pretty close. All right, so I'm going to do that. Right click and go back to design view. There's my category field. It's currently text is normal weight. I'm going to change that to bold weight, and I'm going to change the height of the category so that creates some height and some spacing every time I make a new one. There we go. Right click and save, right click and report view. So there's the gap, all right, at the top of the category. There it is again. And then that's followed by the price in the units case. Notice that the word price, most of the number of the price amount is to the left, and at company it's left justified and left justified. That was a fairly lengthy process. It took me many clicks and many tries to get something that I was happy with. My advice to students is to work on it, play with it. You're going to struggle with the mouse the first time you do this. Please don't let that discourage you. We'll save our work today. All right, we're going to save our work because that's steps 4 and 5. And I'll see you in the next video.